Howdy folks, today we are playing Braids Sacrifice in Phyrexia Oblivion Standard, built around Braids, Arisen Nightmare. 3-mana 3/3 at the beginning of your end step. You may sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. If you do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with it. If they don't, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. And we're mostly trying to sacrifice creatures that give us value, like Tenacious Underdog, can get it back from the graveyard. Jadar makes these 2/2 zombies with Decade. Skrelv's Hive make these 1/1 Toxic Mites. Wedding Announcement makes some tokens. Same with Watering Emperor and Sorin the Mirthless. So we're basically trying to sacrifice creature tokens or creatures we can recur from the graveyard. And then we also have Sarah Paragon to get our Graph Reaver and et al. Back. Could have Mondrak to double the amount of tokens. And that's basically the plan. So basically just trying out this Braid shell with some of the new cards and Skrelv and Skrelv's Hive. Even got some Mondrak in there. Let's see how it does on the ladder. All right, I'm going first, and we got Skrelv's Hive on turn 2 and Sorin on turn 3. We'll try it out. The best hand I've ever seen, certainly. See what our opponent's on. They got cool looking sleeves. Do the Sanctum. Make sure we don't have to pay mana for the Skrelv's Hive. That costs us life. Okay. Another land there was not ideal. We'd really like to draw something to do this next turn. Okay, I'll take that. That can block. We're hoping that you don't have a Brutal Cathar this turn. Siege Veteran. Okay, that could be worse. We'll block whatever they put the counter on. Thing is, it's gonna destroy my enchantment, my Skrelv's Hive, so I think I'd rather block that. Another underdog, but it's alright. We'll be doing the Sorin thing here. See, our opponent decides to attack us. They can get rid of our Sorin. Oh. Now they can get +1/+1s on both of these, which makes all our blocks bad. We were hoping initially to have one good block at least, but we'll certainly block here. They allow us to. Certainly we're fine with that. Get a Wedding Announcement. Okay. And it's underdog too, I think, and we're gonna make a 2/3, I think. We're not gonna be able to keep that alive, so we'll just go ahead and make our 2/3 now. And Adeline, okay, that one's pretty good. Going up on the Recruitment Officer, looks like it. A Rite of Oblivion would be a really good draw for us. So we get to just eat the 1/1 and block the 7/6. Not too bad for us. Jadar. So it's gonna have Decade. Yeah, we have all the creatures to sacrifice. We just don't have the payoff. Yeah, I think we are going to just run the Tenacious Underdog so we can draw this card. It's gonna cost us some life, but we got to get to a point where we can get a Rite of Oblivion or something going. Wedding Announcement, okay. And another Siege Veteran. Sheesh, they have all the counters in the world. And they're going to make stupid amount of soldiers when they die. Okay, Adeline coming down. I think we need to block the Adeline here. And then that would have us taking 12. Gaining 2. I think that's fine. And the big problem is we just don't have many things that can block. Next turn, we can get in a much bigger attack. We do have a free attack with this decayed zombie this turn, though. Opponent could block with a siege veteran to widen their board. It's definitely maybe the right play, not sure. There we go. Get some more blockers. Some 3/4s here is nice. You're gonna go digging with the officer. Skrelv, yep. Pretty good. And initiate. So you can get our wedding festivity next turn. It's not looking good. We're gonna need a Rite of Oblivion is gonna be what we need to draw. Or something along those lines. They do full swing? Okay. So we get a free block on the siege veteran. And kill this siege veteran as well. We can block the recruitment officer, and we'll still take damage, but we won't take lethal damage. Gonna get their 1/1s though. Wedding announcement. It's not a bad draw. Question is here, am I gonna die? So I can block their two biggest things, and I'll be taking 6, but I'll be gaining 6, so okay. But I have this wedding announcement to get down. I need to get a blocker out of. I think we have to hope there's nothing in their hand. Our opponent's some toxic. Play this wedding announcement. See if we can draw something we can cast at instant speed. Should have attacked with this zombie too. That was my bad. Skrelv, another Skrelv, okay. Nice thing is these all have lifelink, so we can gain a bunch of life at some point. These have flying, so opponent has to attack in such a way they don't die. Kind of putting the pressure on them. If they have something really good, we're dead though. So protection from black, so we can block that with a 2/2. Okay, so block the recruitment officer. If we block like this, we'll take 4, 5, 6, 7. But we're gonna gain 6 and when we get at 9. Okay. Go to 2. But now we're gonna have a bunch of lifelink coming on. And we're just going to attack for lethal. Wow, I didn't think we were going to get that done, but we pulled it out back up to 19 life. Ain't nothing but a thing, baby. Ooh, GG's. Okay, opponent going first here. We get to go Sanctum. Turn 1. What in the world is our opponent doing? Vat of Rebirth. Interesting. I might have to eat a Rite of Oblivion later. Some sort of sacrifice theme deck. Okay, so that'll trigger the Vat. Okay, I like what we got going on from our opponent here. I like that. Unfortunately, we will not hesitate to Rite of Oblivion the Vat if need be. Nice thing about this Liliana is that the Jadar gives you some protection against it. Oh, they're really gonna? Okay. I think I want the Wandering Emperor here. Or the... Yeah, let's go with the Wandering Emperor. much do I feel like I need to cast this Rite of Oblivion this turn? And obviously Rite of Oblivion, kill Liliana, which I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, I kill Liliana. Play Sanctum, get in for one of their opponent. Get in their 2-2 going, and now we have a Rite of Oblivion next turn 2 for this Vat. Depending on how our opponent plays things. We're like not in need of playing the Vat. Or Rite of Oblivion in the Vat. So I think we're just gonna get a Wandering Emperor going this turn. Yep. I'm gonna unearth that, sacrifice to get an oil counter onto the Vat. They don't really have anything in the graveyard to get back. I'm just not sure how seriously we need to take this Vat of Rebirth. Just gonna make some tokens here. Could have a play with fire, kill our Wandering Emperor. Maybe not though. So next turn, they'd have to discard a big card. I don't think we want to attack. We don't want to give the Epicure another. Don't want to give him another counter there. The Vat for free. So I think I'm gonna play the Jadar, play the Skrelv's Hive, and then get this Rite of Oblivion on the Vat next turn. Opponent's gonna cycle with this blood. They still haven't discarded a big creature. Not really sure with this. Man, I am really scared of the reanimation potential from our opponent. Okay, so now they have another artifact. If they attack our Voldiron or Wandering Emperor, I think we're definitely gonna block. Oh, sure. Yeah, we were gonna block, so we're happy there. Yeah, I think we gotta kill this Vat. Flashback on the Rite of Oblivion is pretty absurd. I mean, I just love that about that card. There we go, now we can be getting in some damage. Doesn't matter so much if our opponent's creatures die now. Just cave down and let's just see what our opponent has. And they have just done a bunch of small ball stuff that hasn't mattered. Yeah, they agreed, but it hasn't mattered. Yeah, 2 Caves of Koilos is gross, but the hand is good, so we'll keep. These are gross, though. Hive, huh? Okay, Skrelv's Hive could be worse. Not sure how we fare against Mono Blue. The best turn 2 play. Probably get a Skrelv's Hive down so we can get these Rite of Oblivions going eventually. Do we think they have a counter spell for this Skrelv's Hive? I think they do. And I think we can resolve something next turn, or make them... Wow, they didn't have... Maybe they have a negate up only? They didn't have anything that could counter a creature, certainly. So no make disappear, no negate. Might have a fading hope. Yep. Next turn, we'll try to resolve this Skrelv's Hive. We basically don't want them to untap with a Haudijin. But I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen on turn 4. They're going to play a Haudijin with the removal spell backup, but we're not going to have enough to kill it. He's going to jam it right now? Wow. I mean, that's bad for us, given the texture of our hand. I can't believe they just tapped out in the face of a removal spell from us. What do they have? They have another Hottigen. They have another Hottigen and a counterspell for this Braids. We'll be in trouble. But they didn't have a counterspell for the Braids or a creature last time. Dang, the double Hottigen draws are tough from your mono blue opponent to beat. Okay, got to think about here. I don't think the Sorin is going to be the key to victory for us. We obviously could double Rite of Oblivion, but they're going to counter one of them certainly. And that's not going to be great for us. So we're going to... Because we'll have to sacrifice to the first one, and then if we play the second one, we'll be sacrificing a Skrelv's Hive. I think we need a Skrelv's Hive and Braids combo to get working. And our opponent has a counterspell here. They should use it, but they didn't have one for the underdog in turn. They had the party didn't stick at all for the underdog in turn 2. Do they have a Fading Hope? A second Fading Hope here would be, I mean, that's to be like the ideal hand. Fading Hope, Hottigen, yeah. Yeah, that one's not good. I'm gonna untap full suites here. And a Thirst for 1 mana. Tolarian Terror, okay. Put this down to 6. 5 from the Skrelv's Hive. So we need a way to block and kill both Hottigens this turn. I don't think that exists. Looks like they had to slip out the back anyway. And yeah, we don't have anything for the player in Terror. Shoot! GG's. Alright, we're going first. Need to draw some lands, preferably black lands, but don't we draw 1 land before turn 3 for this wedding announcement. We'll be in business. I think we will play the Swamp, give us more options for next turn, see depending on what we draw. Opponent's on Esper. We have a wedding announcement down, which is solid. Next turn, we draw an untapped black source. We'll play Braids and Skrelv. Unless we determine we need to keep this Wandering Emperor up for some reason. Void Rent, okay. It doesn't seem like a bad idea to get another wedding announcement down. They decided it was worth their Void Rent for the first one. Temporary lockdown, okay. That's fine. I think we're going to play another wedding announcement and the Skrelv. See if they have another temporary lockdown. I'd be kind of shocked if they did. But you never know. Depopulate. Okay. All about the Wraths. We have a Braids this time around. Yeah, I think we're going to pass and play this Wandering Emperor at the end of the turn. We have some 2/2s to attack. We can Braids as well, getting rid of some of our creatures. We got a Sorin, okay. Revealing a top card. March. Yeah, March is pretty good. I think we might Rite of Oblivion the Sorin then. Sacrificing one of our creatures here. Sacrifice our human here. Didn't have a negate for the Wandering Emperor last time, so imagine they don't have anything here. And let's try to attack. So we will draw a card off the wedding announcement. Minus the Wandering Emperor. Do we want to cast the Braids? I don't think so. I think we want our opponent to have to deal with this board. Because this is a lot of damage coming at them next turn. We want our opponent to have to deploy removal spells not towards the Braids. Yeah. I'll take it. Not a lot of new cards shenanigans going on. They wrath the Skrelv, but I mean, I don't know. Three wedding announcements is pretty good. GG's. Alrighty, we're going first here, and we got the Skrelv's Hive, the Rite of Oblivion, the Sword. I like the look of this. See what our opponent's doing. We got, who is this? Oh, they got Skrelv, or they have sort of might over here. That's cute looking. Black. So I think, you know, they could definitely have a way to kill the Jadar there, like a cut down. So probably going to lead on the Skrelv's Hive there. I think I'm going to lead on this Skrelv. And go ahead and pass. So next turn I can get down something and protect it with the Skrelv. See what our opponent's on. Get a Liliana, then we'll certainly Rite of Oblivion it if they go up. Or discard Decays of Koilos. Pretty confident we'll hit another land. Makes sense for them to plus here. Minusing here, worthless. Okay. I guess they do get us to tap our Skrelv like that. Yeah, going in on Liliana for sure. And get this Sorin down, I believe. And we're really hoping here to get 3 toxic in our opponent, so it gives our toxic creatures life link. We'll see. We'll see. See what our opponent's on. They have 4 mana Shelly time, Bankbuster time. Shelly would have eaten the Rite of Oblivion. And they're going to kill the token so they can't block. Or so they can't draw, I mean. Okay, let's get in some damage. I think we're going to plus the Sorin, see what we hit here. Grim Reaver. Sure.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
My opponent playing a Wrath next turn? That's the real question. I'll play this Craft Reaver. No exploit. No Planeswalker. Want to kill? We could kill our own. Okay, so they have a Wrath. Like a Gix's command. So I played the Graph Reaver so we can still get damage in. Gix's command is not getting back anything from the yard or giving anything +1/+1. They might feel like they have to do it still though. Okay, so it does get rid of our creature. That is a-okay. We have that Graph Reaver in the yard. We can make it 2/3. Just continually make it so our opponent has to have.
You will serve me well.
Yeah, I think we want to get value out of this. This might and kill a Bankbuster though. Get a Jadar down. This will make our opponent want to have to get his command again if they have one. If they do that, means we probably can drop a Paragon. Invoke Despair. Okay. So they're getting 3 permanents here, which is relevant. Braids. I like that. I like that. Count me in on the Braids. And they'll do the Underdog, maybe? Yeah, we'll do the Underdog. Another Gix's command, I can keep the Braids. Yep, sacrifice a zombie. Get some draws going. That's the power of the Braids Jadar. You draw a card, make them lose 2 life every turn. Nether Invoke Despair is good, but it's not. I mean, it would attack just, you know, an underdog or something. We attack them for a bunch. Remove a spell for the Braids, sure. Could be able to get some stuff back with the Sarah Paragon, though. Sanctum. I'm gonna get busy. Down to 7. Get this Paragon, and we're gonna want to probably get back this Graph Reaver, I think. And not sacrificing, but just get a bigger creature down to avoid the Gix's command, and there we go. W's all around. GG's. Alrighty, we're going first. We got the good old Skrelv's Hive, Rite of Oblivion. I'll take that. Opponent mulliganed. Playing as Randy Beeman. I'm not sure what's going on over here on their like little play area. Their little dynamite stick. What do we got over there? Mono red? Mono red, yes. Good draw. The Rite of Oblivion could be good against a mechanized warfare. Swift Spear, sure. Getting in, yep. Wedding announcement. Not blocking with the Jadar, certainly, so getting in there. Land was good. So next turn we can play a Paragon or a Sorin. Warfare, yep. So we can play the Skrelv's Hive and the Rite of Oblivion. We could just play the Rite of Oblivion. We could sack the Skrelv's Hive, but I don't think that's worth it. We somewhat have a plan here to get in with the Toxic, so maybe I should not have played the Skrelv's Hive, but I kind of want to see what the lifelink can give me here. Okay. Locked 3/3. Alrighty. 2/3, please. Attack with a 2/2. Okay, now we're gonna make a token and flip, so make this a 3/4, which is gonna be nice. And now 2 2/2s to block. See what our opponent thinks about doing. Cock is in, yep. I'd really like to block this Phoenix chick, given the opportunity. 2/1 Phoenix chick, yep. That's Sorin. Well, sorry, but I have a Sorin token that's flying, so I have to miss that amongst all my tokens here. So I definitely am going to attack with this zombie. It's a 3/3. It's a free attack. I think I'm also probably going to attack with the vampire. I'm going to go up on the Sorin first, though. I'm going to decline anything that costs mana. Don't want that. I think I'm just going to play a big Sarah Paragon. But first, I'm going to attack. So we're up to 11, which is not bad. So worth a life. Play Paragon, yes. Can't play second Jadar. We could have played Braids there, but I don't think it made a lot of sense. Mono Red agreed that it was GG's. I'll take it. Alrighty, let's hit the wrap up. Alrighty, and we're here with a wrap up with Braids 1, a deck built around Braids. Arisen Nightmare. And the deck, you know, was basically a black-white tokens deck. The question you have to ask yourself when playing this deck is it better than the white tokens build? Or like some sort of mono black? Like what are you gaining from playing both colors instead of just monocolor or one or the other? And the big answer to that is Rite of Oblivion. This card is fantastic. It can answer any permanent, any non-land permanent of the format, and you can do it twice. You get flashbacks. So this card is super powerful. And I think if you can have a shell where you leverage the Rite of Oblivion to its fullest potential, I think you're starting off at a great spot for this format. And I think there's enough accumulation of token creators now that you really do feel like you can leverage this Rite of Oblivion really well. I think Jadar does a great job, and then the new cards, particularly Skrelv's Hive, does a really good job of giving you fodder for this Rite of Oblivion. Turn 2 Skrelv Hive means turn 3 you can kill anything. You kill Liliana, you can get whatever it is. So you feel really good about that. And then Mondrak's also pretty cool. We didn't double up a whole bunch in the videos today of our tokens, but you've seen this in the mono white tokens. If you've watched the channel before, the mono white tokens deck I played before, Mondrak really doubles up your tokens, makes you sort of have this sort of insurmountable token presence, which is pretty cool. And Skrelv is really an interesting creature because if you have a couple creatures that are super impactful, Skrelv is really good at keeping those alive. In this deck, we do have a few creatures that are super impactful. Braids, super impactful, especially if you have a Jadar or anything. You just make your opponent lose 2 life and draw a card all the time, or you put them in a situation where they have to start sacrificing permanents, which is a great spot for you to be in. Sarah Paragon is also a creature you really want to keep alive, so you can just keep churning, graveyard value out. If they killed your Graph Reaver or your Jadar early, you can replay those. And Mondrak, since it just doubles all your tokens, if you have a Mondrak down and then you -2 a Sorin, I mean, that's, 2/3s. Just fantastic, lifelink flying output there. So I think Skrelv is actually a very interesting addition in the deck. You wouldn't really think Skrelv's, you don't want to protect tokens. But no, we actually do have some permanents that we really are dead set on keeping alive and just producing a lot of value. I like the deck overall. I am very interested to see if anybody in the comments has sort of a different way to go with this deck. You could go Mardu, I think, but I kind of want to keep it black-white. So if anyone has a black-white Braids token strategy using, a similar suite of cards, I could see how maybe you'd go down on the Wandering Emperor or, just the 4-drops in general. It kind of feels like you have a glut at the 4-drop position. But I would love to see how y'all would fix up the deck. I'm not sold that this is the final build, but I think the deck definitely has potential. I think Skrelv's Hive, being in addition to the Braids deck and supercharging Rite of Oblivion, I think is really, really important. So now not only do you have a Jadar as your, turn 2 enabler, you also have Skrelv's Hive as a turn 2 enabler for your Rite of Oblivion. I think that's just a lot more powerful than it seems on its face, and something that, is underexplored in the format. I think you could build this deck in a way to take advantage of mono red more. If you really wanted to hose mono red, you could just stick Vindicator or Obliterator at the top of your curve. You could swap out Wandering Emperor and Sarah Paragon and drop an Obliterator. We could swap out Mondrak and Wandering Emperor, Mondrak and Sarah Paragon, drop an Obliterator in there. That would require you messing with your mana base some more, so I'm not really sure how you would want that. You could drop a Vindicator as well. Not really sure which you'd prefer. I probably would prefer Obliterator. If you're really trying to hose mono red, I think Obliterator is probably a little better at that, since all of their removal is damage-based. I don't know. Definitely interesting. Definitely thought exercise there was kind of interesting. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, you probably like the last standard video. It's on your screen right now. And I would like to play decks you create. So outside of the, a recreation of this deck, I would like to play just other types of decks. So please submit your decks in the Google Forms. It's in the description of this video. So go ahead and open the description, click the Google Forms, really quick link where you fill out, put it in your deck list from MTG Goldfish, tapdow.net, AetherHub, whatever your, deck list online service provider of choice is, and write a little title for it, so I can, get a little title, have a little fun for the thumbnails and whatnot, and then put your name in there, or your screen name, so I can give you a shout out. So so you get your recognition you deserve for building your deck and having me play it. So that's pretty cool. So please check that out. And until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.